Should college athletes get paid? That's the debate dominating the minds of sports experts and fans alike after the NCAA voted to unanimously to allow student athletes to profit from endorsement deals and the use of their name and image. But is this the right move? Joining us now to debate is parenting expert and author of Coach Parenting, Raising Teenagers with Advice from Pro Football's Greatest Head Coaches, Erica Katz, and a former NFL player who played college football at Texas A&M University, Chris Valletta. Thank you both for joining us this morning. Chris, I'm going to start with you. So you played big-time college football.
Yes.
How would it have changed your life if you're seeking endorsement deals instead of focusing on the game?
There's no doubt having a nice monthly paycheck would have been a great thing in college, but I think I would have been missing the bigger picture, something I wasn't thinking about when I was a college football player at a major Division I university, and I think that's what we're talking about in this debate. It's this short-term benefit, which in my opinion provides a long-term consequence. We're not thinking about these athletes after the game as much as we should be, and that is where I'm saying that college athletes should not be paid until there is a plan that actually makes sense. You want to pay college athletes, pay them when they graduate. Pay them if they attend class the way they're supposed to. Pay them when they walk across the stage and collect their diploma, then give them the check. Hold the money in escrow, put it in interest, give them a big check at that point. That I'd be okay with. But these monthly stipends, these big endorsement deals, takes their eye off the ball, shouldn't happen.
Boy, Eric, it makes a lot of sense to me. There's also who gets paid and how much, and is there differences in gender of who gets paid and how much, and what sports, the big time sports, the small sports? I mean, once you let this rabbit out of the hat, where does it go?
Well, I think the system really needs to be modernized because these rules were made years ago before collegiate sports were big business and before we had multiple channels broadcasting collegiate sports. So now these college athletes have the opportunity to make a little money, and I do think this will actually incentivize them to stay in school and to graduate because they will have that money and they can create a little bit of a nest egg and maybe help them for their future. So I think it could really be very helpful to these athletes.
Chris, your response. I mean, I'm legitimately conflicted about this because you understand the sense of I make all this money for the university and see none of it. But man, college is college. There's a purity to it that people love.
Look, I think we've forgotten, in essence, what sports was designed to teach us. Things like teamwork, discipline, dedication, responding to a loss, responding to a big win. These skill sets that need to be, honed in college are vital for success after sports. Let's be honest here. The retirement rate of pro athletes, if you're the 1/10 of 1% that make it, is 100% before the age of 30. So if you've got an opportunity to develop the skills that are going to keep you successful for the 40 years after college, the amount of money you're going to make in school by getting paid pales in comparison to the amount you could make after college if you're successful with those skills. It's why universities like my alma mater, Texas A&M, are taking steps to actually think about the total athlete, the complete athlete, well beyond the game. And I think this is the perfect time for this debate because it spearheads those conversations, which gets me excited.
Erica, last word briefly. I mean, you wrote the book on this, the skills you get in the locker room. Does this change that?
I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I think you can make money, and I think the athletes should actually be required to learn financial literacy. Maybe they could take a class so they can learn how to handle this money. I think it's a great lesson in life. Sports teaches us so many lessons, but also making money teaches us lessons too, because we have to learn how to manage it and how to use it and use it correctly.
Hey, if all of this leads to all of our students getting Capitalism 101, then maybe that's the unintended consequence we got out of it. Hey, both of you, thank you so much, Erica and Chris, for your time this morning.
Thank you.
All right, good stuff. All right.